Philadelphia is the setting for the opening scene, where the mayor of Philadelphia recognizes the work of famous child psychologist Malcolm Crowe, and his wife Anna celebrates with a glass of wine in their home. Before heading to their bedroom for some playful making out, Anna reads out the plaque that celebrates her husband's talent. However, someone has broken the window, which Anna finds disturbing, and they begin to suspect that the room has been invaded. In the suite's bathroom, a young man stands partially clothed, betraying his distress. After first mistaking the man for a drug addict, Malcolm learns that he was actually a former patient of his named Vincent Gray. The fact that he no longer wishes to be terrified leads him to accuse Malcolm of neglecting to treat him. After going through treatment for hallucinations and mood disorders after his parents' divorce, Malcolm now knows the man's identity. As Malcolm attempts to reassure and assist the man, the latter shoots him in the stomach before ending his own life. During the following autumn, Malcolm sits on a bench and watches Cole Sear, a young boy. He sits down and reads Cole's medical records as the youngster strolls down the street. It turns out that he enters a nearby church, and Malcolm decides to follow him. Cole is occupied with his toy soldiers inside. Soon after Malcolm approaches Cole, he introduces himself and takes a seat in front of the latter. Malcolm remarks that he failed to show up for their scheduled appointment earlier today. Thanks goodness Malcolm is patient and kind, he manages to soothe Cole. Yet, as they grow closer, he sees that the boy's arm is covered in painful scratches. Cole's concerns about paranoia and strange wounds bring back memories of the child Malcolm couldn't save, Vincent. Avenging his past transgressions, the decent doctor feels compelled to rescue Cole and atone for his shortcomings. As soon as Malcolm says they will meet again, Cole storms out of the building, stealing a small statue from the church's grounds. Malcolm returns home that evening to discover Anna fast asleep. Out of the depths, I cry to you is the phrase Cole said, so he takes out his Latin dictionary and heads to the basement to translate it. Oh, my. The mother of Cole, Lynn, is getting herself and Cole ready for school and work one morning. While she's out of the room, every single drawer and shelf opens. Observing his mother's severe distress. The fact that Cole was searching for the Pop-Tarts, he says, constitutes his fault. The two boys, Cole and Tommy, who Cole knows Tommy hates but who acts nice around him only after school, go their separate ways. Upon Cole's return, he finds Malcolm seated in the living room alongside Lynn. Beside making supper, she walks up to Cole and inquires about his day. In the meantime, Malcolm approaches Cole in an attempt to strike up a conversation, but currently, he does not feel like speaking. As a result, Malcolm engages in a game where he continually correctly predicts what Cole is thinking. Cole has to advance toward the chair until he can sit down. If he's mistaken, Cole can take a step backwards until he's out of the room. After seeing Lynn visit a therapist following the divorce, Malcolm assumes that Cole holds the view that Malcolm is incapable of helping him. It was useless to her. When Malcolm suspects that Lynn confided in the therapist, Cole steps forward again. Furthermore, Cole is reluctant to tell Malcolm certain unpleasant truths. Cole steps back and tells Malcolm a story about the time he got in trouble for drawing a man being stabbed in art class, after Malcolm got his assumptions about Cole's watch and academic performance wrong. Now that he knows he can't risk upsetting the adults again, Cole draws only cheerful, ordinary things before exiting. Cole assures Malcolm that he is pleasant, but that he will be unable to assist him tomorrow. Tragically, Malcolm is running behind schedule for his anniversary dinner with Anna at the very restaurant where he proposed. Claiming he feels compelled to help Cole as a means of atonement for his involvement in Vincent's case, he admits he's fixated on Cole's case. She storms out of the store without acknowledging Malcolm's presence, pays the bill, and says happy anniversary. Anna appears upset. I was walking home from school one day. Collins and Malcolm discuss his arrangement with Tommy. Cole tries to keep his issues hidden from his mother for fear that she will label him as a freak just like everyone else. Hearing this, Malcolm firmly states that Cole is not a freak and refuses to believe the rumors and speculations circulating about him. Cole and Malcolm continue their session at his house until Malcolm suggests that Cole consider his goals for therapy. If Cole wants to stop being scared, he wonders if it could be something he doesn't want to happen. As this is happening, Lynn is about her housework when she sees that in every single photo of Cole, there is an odd light standing next to him. At the moment, Malcolm is using his home office. The moment he hears Anna's voice at the doorbell. Seemingly having a conversation with a coworker, she turns down their invitation to go on a trip. Holding his breath, Malcolm watches the man go out the basement window. Malcolm finds Anna's antidepressant medication in the school bathroom cabinet after he returns home and sees her in the shower. If you were to ask Cole about the school's past, he would tell you that they used to hang people there. His instructor corrects him, saying that the building's history as a courthouse that housed attorneys proves him wrong. In Cole's view, however, the attorneys were the ones responsible for the carnage. Cole feels uncomfortable with the way his peers and instructors perceive him. He starts yelling at the teacher, stuttering Stanley, because he claims the teacher had a weird accent when he was a student here. When Cole continues to yell, the teacher finally gets him to stop by calling him a freak. After the incident, Malcolm visits Cole at school to ask him about it. Cole is reluctant to speak, so Malcolm uses a penny to demonstrate a silly magic trick. During a birthday celebration, Cole subsequently shows it to a classmate. The urge to go upstairs starts to grow in Cole. As he ascends the stairs, he finds himself in a strange chamber where he overhears a man pleading for mercy. Cole is seen by Tommy and the birthday boy, who plan to lock him in the mysterious room as a form of bullying. A partygoer named Lynn overhears Cole yelling for rescue. As Cole's cries subside, she rushes to the door, but it appears to be locked. Out of nowhere, the door swings open, and Lynn carries her son out of the room. She rushes Cole to the emergency room, but the physician records no physical symptoms. Malcolm is also present as the doctor informs Lynn that Cole's marks confirm her abuse of him. Malcolm would visit Cole's room later. Attempting to lull Cole to sleep, he tells him a bedtime story. Unfortunately, Cole finds the story to be uninteresting and instructs Malcolm to instead share a tale about his feelings of sadness. After some hesitation, Malcolm confides in Cole about the incident involving Vincent. He expresses his desire to assist Cole, citing their shared similarities with Vincent, even though doing so is hindering Cole's relationship with Anna. Due to the story's impact, Cole feels comfortable enough to confide in Malcolm about his secret. The man claims to see the spirits of the dead all over the place, and they act as if they are unaware of their own mortality. Having assured her that he would keep their conversation private, Malcolm departs. On the basis of his visit, Malcolm concludes that Cole is suffering from schizophrenia and visual hallucinations. Lynn later takes Cole home, puts him to bed, and notices the scars on his back from ripping his shirt. She then contacts the birthday boy's mom to inform her that her son should leave. Cole by himself? For some reason, the temperature drops just as Cole gets up to use the restroom at midnight. Along the way to the kitchen, he spots the silhouette of a person. Returning to his room in a panic, he finds a furious woman with multiple wounds on her wrists when he goes to investigate. In an effort to ward off the ghosts, he takes refuge beneath the fort he had stocked with stolen religious works. When Cole is a school play star, Malcolm decides to watch one day. On their way out, Cole spots 3 individuals who appear to be hanging as they stroll through the school corridors. Beholding Cole frozen in terror, Malcolm pauses to inquire if he's awakened. Cole begs Malcolm to exorcise the ghosts, explaining that they are angry and causing the cooling effect. But Malcolm decides to delegate Cole's case to another doctor after witnessing Anna's affectionate behavior toward his coworker. Cole encourages Malcolm to keep trying and failing because, in his opinion, Malcolm is the only person who can offer him assistance. Cole implores Malcolm to have faith in his ability to perceive specters, arguing that Malcolm will be powerless to assist Cole if he does not. As a result, Malcolm listens to old tapes of his sessions with Vincent in an effort to discern the truth. He tunes into a scene where Vincent is left to his own devices in the room. Malcolm is able to hear the spirits conversing when he cranks up the volume. Malcolm has come to believe that Cole and Vincent were telling the truth when they said they could see spirits. He goes back to the church to see Cole, who has become a believer. When the spirits contact him, he inquires of Cole what they desire, according to Cole's intuition. And it implies that they could be requesting assistance. On Malcolm's suggestion, Cole should take the spirit's wishes into consideration in order to aid them and drive them away. That evening, Cole senses yet another dip in temperature and gets his fort ready to defend himself. The specter of a girl throwing up, though, haunts him. He escapes the fort, but he gathers the courage to confront her once more. Kyle is the name of the girl, and Cole makes an effort to pay attention to what she says. The following day, Cole and Malcolm attend what turns out to be Kyra's funeral. Kyra had suffered from a serious illness for over 2 years beforehand. On the second floor, he finds her in her bedroom, once again hiding under her bed as she violently pushes a wooden box toward Cole. He carries the package downstairs and hands it to Kyra's dad, who he claims she wants to give it to him. By opening the package, Kyra's dad finds one cassette tape. Encircled by the other guests, he watches it on the TV. The video shows Kyra's mom bringing her food, but it later becomes clear that she was secretly adding cleanser to it. She was slowly poisoning her own daughter. Due to this revelation, Kyra's father goes outside to confront his wife. Cole tries to spare Kyra's younger sister the same terrible fate by informing her that Kyra wanted calls for some assistance. Following the funeral, Cole appears to have a better rapport with the spirit of the school theater, who is assisting him in getting ready for his part in the school play. Looking more self-assured overall, he plays the part of King Arthur Malcolm with great pride as he proudly watches the play. Expressions of admiration and congratulations are extended to Cole following his performance. In light of Cole's resolution, they've come to the realization that they will no longer be seeing each other. Though it breaks their hearts a little, they decide to pretend they'll see each other again tomorrow before they separate. If Malcolm wants his wife to listen to him, Cole says he should do it while she's sleeping, she won't even have to know. As they make their way back from the play, Cole and Lynn find themselves ensnared in traffic ahead of them, caused by an accident. By stating that a woman died in an accident that was about to happen, Cole tells Lynn that he is ready to tell her his secret. When she presses him for an explanation, Cole reveals that the woman is standing just outside his window. Whenever he sees a spirit, he says they communicate with him and beg for his assistance. Although this starts to frighten Lynn, she calms down once Cole tells her that Grandma says hello. The situation grows increasingly unsettling. Cole continues by saying that his late grandma would drop by from time to time and begin spilling beans about Lynn and her mother's situation. Cole reminisces about a time when Lynn and her mother had an argument, and Lynn was convinced that her mother didn't attend her dance recital that year. However, that was not the case. In order to avoid being seen, she concealed herself in the rear. Further, he explains to Lynn why she should visit her mother's grave daily, which is the same question she had asked her mother. That she was inquiring about whether she makes her proud is what Lynn explains to Cole. Malcolm came home to discover that his wife was fast asleep in front of the television. In accordance with Cole's recommendation, he approaches Anna after she has dozed off while viewing wedding memory videos. As she replies, Anna is still nodding off. "What gave you the idea to let Anna hold my hand instead of hers?" There is a clatter as a wedding ring falls to the ground. Malcolm finds out his wedding band is missing when he sees that Anna is still sporting her ring. Even though he was convinced he had it going on, his wife was all over the place, freaking out. When Malcolm thinks of Cole, he tells him that he sometimes sees deceased people who don't realize they're dead. As his panic mounts, he notices the large bloodstain that Vincent's bullet left on his shirt, along with the truth. A chill settles over the room, and Anna feels her breath becoming more foggy. That Anna gave him the silent treatment is now clearer. The two major reasons Malcolm hasn't been able to cross over are disappointing Vincent, and giving the impression to his wife that his work took precedence over her. While his wife sleeps, he reassures her that she has always been his first priority and expresses his love for her. Even though Anna is out cold, she receives the message, and it gives Malcolm the strength to let go. Ultimately, Malcolm bids farewell to his wife at the end of the film. I appreciate you taking the time to watch. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the like button and subscribe.